What's up, everybody? I'm Tahir Moore.
And I'm Patrick Cloud.
And this is another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary.
Hey, we have a special guest today. What's happening, Richie Loco?
Special.
Hey, young Richie Loco.
So as always, you're going to help us with this intro song that we have no idea what it is yet. So since you're the guest, what music genre are you trying to do? And are you trying to help with the beat or help with the lyrics?
R&B, of course. The
R&B?
90s R&B, though. I want that real R&B.
Okay. And are you feeling like you want to supply the musical or you want to supply the vocals?
Wherever y'all fit. I fit in the pocket wherever, bro.
What you think?
Know what I mean?
I kind of want to hear Richie kind of sing or something. I kind of, you got a beat in your head in mind already?
A 90s R&B beat.
I was just going to go
like slower or kind of like...
I was going to go slow. I was going to go like the Sally Sale is going down tonight.
Okay, let's do that.
Well, beatbox that real quick. Okay. So wait, you want to both do the beat and have...
No. One of y'all do the lyrics. Hold on. Somebody get here the lyrics with me, man.
We low-key building a boy band
Well,
right
y'all go back and forth to do the back and forth thing. So you do a
Okay.
bar, you do a bar, you do a bar, you do a bar.
Okay. And
Yeah.
I'll start
Yeah,
out because we
yeah.
usually just
Okay.
either rip off another song or just say "Damn Internet, You Scary" a bunch of times.
All right, here we go. Ready? Here we go.
Yeah. What's up, girl? I'm outside your window in the most appropriate way. I said, damn, internet, you scary as hell. Tell him, Richie.
Damn internet, you
Scary as hell. Okay, since we're doing the falsetto shit, I'm gonna invite my nigga Elmo. I said, damn, internet is going real well, though. Okay. I'm on the internet looking at some shit that I probably shouldn't. Popeyes chicken sandwich, I'ma try it, but I probably wouldn't. Why everybody killing themselves over a piece of chicken in between some bread? Yeah. What's going on in your head?
here's something with the beat, though.
You cannot do that voice and expect it to go right.
I got so excited when he did it. I was like, oh, is that what we're doing?
We have to go there. Fast start drawing, you gotta run off on the plug. That's funny.
I'm gonna invite my nigga Elmo, said by no one ever has Elmo been referred to as my nigga.
Even people named Elmo aren't typically invited places.
Anybody named Elmo?
I think I've only met one Elmo in real life.
That's a real name?
That's a real name. I've met an Elmo, but yeah.
I thought that somebody made that shit up.
I was pretty sure they did too until I met Young Elmo.
Wow.
That would be a dope rap name though, Young Elmo, or Young producer name.
I don't think so.
Young Elmo.
I wholeheartedly disagree.
Young Elmo, that was not
Young
me.
Elmo on the track, then laugh right at her. Young Elmo on the track.
I don't, because all you think of is Tickle Me Elmo, and that's the softest toy in history.
That's a song. That's a song. But who didn't love Tickle Me Elmo?
Tickle Me Elmo was the softest toy in history.
But it was
I never had
favored
one.
by everyone.
Same.
You didn't have to have one, but you liked it.
What era was that? What year was
Like-
that? 80s?
No, this was late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay.
Early 2000s?
Yeah, because my son had one.
Huh. Have you ever seen one without its skin?
Why would anyone?
It went viral. Cause
An Elmo without his skin?
watch this.
That is Pat be on the internet.
I'm telling you, Pat
bro.
is the internet.
Yo.
Like, believe it or not.
Look how creepy this is. What? You can see why that went viral.
I was not expecting that.
What does it look
It's
like?
funny though.
It's from a cartoon. I cannot think of the name of the cartoon.
It looks like you guys ever play Donkey Kong Adventure? You know the like gators, the little green gators.
Yeah,
the big,
yeah.
It kind of look like that. They had the big eyes on top.
Archer. There was an episode of Archer. I don't know if y'all watch Archer, but it's a character on Archer named Krieger. And Krieger had created like this dancing bear.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it looked like. Just see if you can find it real quick, Pat.
Krieger?
Krieger from Archer, dancing bear.
You gotta spell that.
Krieger. I don't know.
I was shit.
Krieger.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how you spell it. And then type in dancing bear with that
my
and see if it'll come up.
Dancing bear.
It was in his lab.
How funny is this?
It would have been for it because it would have been so perfect for it. It was perfect for it.
I'm gonna just put Archer dancing bear. Nope.
Nope, they don't.
That was even
You
worse.
had to have the Krieger in there, man.
Krieger.
People that watch Archer know exactly which episode I'm talking about. So
That's how you bailed out.
I'm telling you, man.
You watch Archer,
Hey
you
man,
know.
people who watch, they laughed.
Because
You know.
Krieger had stole one of the other characters' baby, and he was like, "No, I was just outfitting it." And they were like, "Are you gonna try to fucking kill his baby and make the skin for this dancing
Outfitting
robot?"
it?
Outfit it, like outfit the baby's skin on the bear.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Krieger's dark. He's dark as hell.
I never watched Archer.
Archer's so good,
I
man.
watched
Yeah,
like
it's
2
so
episodes.
quick. It's so quick. It's quick-witted comedy, man. But I love it. Anyway,
Speaking of quick-witted comedy, though, you guys ready for a mind-blowing fact?
let's go.
Okay.
You can't stand backwards on stairs.
Because you're always going down or going up.
Huh? It's a thinker. It's a slow burner.
Okay.
Unless you go down the stairs backwards.
Nah, you still.
You're still standing.
You're just going downstairs backwards.
Yeah, touche. I guess that is right.
Well,
But then
if
you
you're going
technically
downstairs
you get backwards and
then
you're standing backwards, are you? See?
But are you standing backwards on the stairs, or are you just moving backwards on the stairs? You're standing downstairs.
You're standing forward, you saying?
But someone would say, stop going down those stairs backwards. That's what your parent would say.
would.
Why are you playing on the stairs, going down the stairs backwards, you're going to fall.
But if I was take the stairs out of it, if I just walked across this room backwards, am I standing backwards or am I just moving backwards?
How would you stand backwards? Wouldn't your head have to be...
Oh shit, this is not getting deep. I don't even
Maybe you
understand.
can't stand backwards, period. But you can stand backwards on an elevator. So I think what they meant was you can't stand backwards on stairs. So it's confined to the place. You know what I'm saying?
You're saying it's either you can go up or down. In the elevator, you can only go out this way,
Right.
so therefore you'll be backward to the door.
Because stairs, you decide which way to go. So technically, you can stand backwards on an escalator, which is a type of stairs.
Way too deep, way too early.
No, you can't stand backwards though.
Yeah, because if it's
you're going up and you're
and
standing facing down.
You're standing backwards
You're
on
standing backwards.
an escalator. But if you took if it turned off, now you're just standing on stairs.
stairs. Oh, man.
This is...
All right.
The craziest part is this is sober packed.
That's the best part.
I had one drink.
That's great. Yeah, that's funny.
I don't like it. My mind instantly went into over like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Shut it down. Shut it all down.
If we were high, that conversation probably could
would've
last
been
about
We
40
were
minutes.
going for hours. I can't imagine.
Niggas just be
how
looking at
people do
stairs
it.
like, what are you?
Put a whole thesis on that.
Let me try. No. Let me try. Let me stand on stairs. Let me try.
Well, we might as well talk about it. I've been waiting.
Shit.
I have
know what's
been
coming.
waiting. The Popeyes chicken sandwich is back.
I purposely didn't do a video on this because I thought we would talk about it.
Same. And it's wreaking terror already.
Already.
Yes.
I'm so sick of the shit.
We might as well start with the fact that a few months ago, preparing for this, Popeyes they hired like 400 new people just for this wave of chicken sandwich. So it's like they're like strapping up like the army. and now it's out, and already somebody in Maryland was stabbed to death at Popeyes over a chicken sandwich.
You know what's crazy is that I could see this happening in a third world country where food isn't readily available.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Definitely.
But the fact that this is happening over a chicken sandwich at a fast food restaurant in America in 2019 is beyond belief to me.
We're stuck in the Boondocks episode.
It's
These
so you
chicken
think a moment?
sandwiches. It is a nigga. As long as these chicken sandwiches
nuts.
are on the market, this is Boondocks in real life. Like, this shit is crazy.
Everybody's turning into Stick Minute. What's up, nigga?
It's a pretty good stick.
But wait, okay. So did they go into the story deeper? Like, was this guy actually killed over a chicken sandwich, or did he have beef with somebody? He had to have the chicken sandwich.
It was over cutting in line.
Oh no. No.
So it's like, dang, you gonna get your $10
At least J's you get to wear a couple times. I cut somebody over some J's, but not
that even.
Especially some 1s and some 12s. Oh yeah, 10. Oh, it's
What was the step?
It's a cut sound. That's what a straight blade is, not a serrated blade. It's like.
Well, yeah, that's how I can tell you stabbed somebody before, because that's not just the go-to sound. It's like, is that what the sound that's made?
That's the sound of the blade penetrating the skin, but also the sound. So it's always like.
That's horrible. That's horrifying.
Yeah, but you do the ick and then put a cartoon spin on it.
All right.
Well, I don't know where to go from there, but
nothing was proven. I wasn't convicted.
Who does a murder case like that? I got off.
You can't try me again. That would be double jeopardy. Duh.
Well, let's just move on for legal reasons.
Right, for real. I'm still over here
there's a video of people getting into it in the this might have been the time that was stabbed. I don't know what city this was in.
That's Los Angeles. That is definitely LA.
Is it? Is this is this the Jefferson one? Wow, it is.
This is the Jefferson one?
It looks like it. Look at the poorly painted
the one right by Jack in the Box right
parking
there?
things. I think so. You see that building?
Yeah.
Low key and they do have that trash drive-through that like merges way too late.
Yeah. We might have to investigate.
And she put her whole van on the line.
And didn't even once she started scraping it, she was like, well, I'm committed at this point. Might as well see it all the way through.
And I think they got out. They were trying to fight. The best part of this video is that the people watching are eating the chicken sandwich. It's just like, niggas wild.
Shit is that good, though. Is that good, though?
Is it good? Was it worth it?
I stabbed somebody all the way in.
96 bands. She can get that out. Right. She can bump that out.
I can't believe
Have any one of you guys tried the chicken sandwich?
No. Every time I tried to go, it was sold out. I tried to, Postmate it one time. And orders went through. It's like, your driver has arrived to Popeyes.
How long did it take?
Popeyes calls me. It's like, yeah.
No way.
So, is there anything else that you might want?
Because they were sold out?
Yeah, we don't have it. I'm like, why is it on the menu? Why'd y'all let me go through the whole prompts, ordering it? I had customized that bad boy, extra pickles. Let me get that extra mayo on that dog.
How do you customize it?
When you picking your sandwich, you can always add customs to it.
Right. But you don't. If you don't know what it is, how do you know? Have you had it before?
No.
Well, then how'd you know what to switch up?
I know what I like. I want extra mayo and I want extra pickles on my chicken sandwich.
I usually eat the baseline and then I custom.
You're the baseline model, then you upgrade.
I want to see what they did. I
want
to see what they did. That's like me ordering the Popeye sandwich and be like, just as much ketchup as you got, just put it on there. Then they're like, that's not the sandwich we made.
Well, here's the thing. Like, if you eating it, you be like, oh, this is good. Damn, I wish I had extra mayo. This would be fire. I ain't no pickles at the crib. I had some mayo, but I want that mayo. Because if I put my mayo on it, that mayo is going to be cold. Now it's going to make the sandwich not hit right. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you go to Subway, I don't care. I'll let people go in front of me because you're going to take some time on my sandwich. All right, you ain't finna just dump my meat on there. Nah, spread it evenly. I don't want to bite into the first bite and it ain't that much meat around the bread. It's just a heavy bread. I don't need the carbs. I need the carbs spread evenly with the protein, okay?
You could probably preach about sandwiches.
And I want my dressings on first. So I want my mayo on first before you put my meat. I don't want it all in the middle because you bite it and it's in the middle, it's going to fall out off. But if you spread it on the bread first, then put the meat and the cheese, then heat it up, then it's perfect because that bread is going to hold it in place. You got to build the sandwich how you want it.
Strategic.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And when you bite into it, that mayo going to hit you first, like, and then you hit the meat, then the cheese.
Wait, real quick. Speaking of mayo, did you guys see the girl that was eating the mayo
at the sports game?
At the game? Yeah.
That was shocking.
That was disgusting.
I did not see that.
You did not see that?
I didn't, but I'm glad I didn't.
She was just eating, and her man was like had
Dipping
fries which I guess I get more, but like she didn't know she was on camera. That's the most disturbing.
Mayo is really big. Mayo with fries is really big.
In the Midwest, is it?
No, over in Europe. Like they serve fries with, like in Amsterdam, all your fries come with mayo. Like that's the dipping sauce preferred versus ketchup.
Okay.
So was it here though? Was it here?
No, there's no way.
I think it was.
What? They were wearing Chicago gear, weren't they?
No,
you
here.
said
I'm talking about
the States. Yeah,
Oh,
it was the
yeah,
States.
it was for
Yeah,
sure.
it was the
Okay,
States,
okay.
for sure.
It was
Oh, yeah.
definitely
That's
like
crazy.
some-
I think it was like a hockey game or something. Was it?
It was something that was
Wait,
not.
like she just had a jar of mayo
it was
and
big,
a hockey
big
And it
value
was like the
jar.
Costco size jar.
and a hockey game.
I don't know how she got that in
She
there.
snuck it in. She snuck that in.
She put
Because
that on
they-
us like she's pregnant.
honestly, if you security, you might as well just be like, just go.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
even want to know. Just take it
That
in.
should hurt my head. No,
You're
I would want to
disgusting.
know. I want to be like, what you gonna do with that?
You are disgusting.
I
man.
like
case
to
people
dip my
got-
hot dog.
In case people got sandwiches and need
Yeah.
extra mayo, like you were saying, she gonna
She
be there
just
like,
set
I
up
got
a vendor
mayo.
stand just for
got mayo.
condiments.
Here's the disturbing part, though. She did not have any fries.
She didn't.
It had that
she
wasn't
just
even
had
a
a spoon.
dip.
She was
It was
like-
just. Oh, you want a dip?
That's
She
weird,
might have been
man.
pregnant. That sounds like a pregnancy craving.
Yeah,
to me.
that's different.
I still would look at the female like a little weird. You wouldn't?
I would.
Like I get it, you pregnant, but it's like, does that give you a pass on everything?
You know what? Not to go too far into it, but my aunt's friend, she was pregnant and she would literally eat tissue.
Yeah, I did. I made a video about that, and everybody like that's a whole like disease that people have when they have some deficiency, so they eat things like that, like tissue paper and paper and shit like that. Yeah, I did it like a video, and then everybody started getting all scientific in my
But
comments.
she would only eat it when she's pregnant though. She didn't eat it outside. That's weird. Man.
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, she eat tissue.
Yeah. Ugh.
That is intense. Tissue, like just Kleenex, like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
this
she
chick I
ball it
saw,
up
she
or
was-
did she eat it like a
She
sandwich?
like just took like.
Let, yeah,
bites
she
out of it.
like the one I saw. She was letting it dissolve on her tongue, then like going to work on it. I was just like, just try cotton candy.
So, right? So does pregnancy make you like weird?
It just gives you,
Make you weird.
it gives you different cravings. I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't. I don't know, cause I mean, could you imagine like growing another person inside of you? Like pregnancy within itself is just crazy to me. It's like
yeah.
you have a whole other person inside of you.
Shout out to my sister though. She just had a baby yesterday.
Oh, congrats!
wow.
My niece.
Congrats.
My baby niece just was born yesterday.
Your uncle,
man.
Uncle Moore.
Oh yeah, for like the 6th time.
Oh, you been
okay,
Uncle
so
Moore.
Yeah, but this is my daughter, my sister's second child, and my sister just had a 1-year-old. Well, he just turned 1 a couple weeks ago, so this is her second baby.
went back to
Everybody
back.
else I had met after they were well grown, not grown, but older.
Yeah.
These are the first time I'm getting to see nieces and nephews grow with me.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Well,
she sent me a
congrats.
cryptic message too. She was like, "Archive this message because something will ever happen to me and my husband. We want to hear to." Have custody of our kids. I literally read this. I pulled over and I'm like, yo, everything okay? She was like, yeah, people just forget to do stuff like this. I'm like, nah, let's have a conversation about this. Don't just text this to me.
Right.
It's literally like 8:40 in the morning. You just send me this text like, yeah, something would have happened to me. And that's what I read. I read it in the villain voice. But she's like, people be having wheels and stuff, but they don't have the ready for like if something were to happen to you. Somebody has to have custody of their kids. And I was just like, all right.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how.
To get your hair done, you just call somebody and make an appointment.
Well, I mean, if we talk, do we want to talk about this? This ain't the pot calling the kettle fat. Okay, I was trying to figure out a transition because I was like, how do I go from a beautiful newborn baby to shaving your balls?
Oh, well, you already did. You just did it. You just did it.
Now we're talking about grooming. The holidays are coming. Let's get paid for this. The holidays are coming out, you
Yes,
guys,
sir.
and that means there's going to be a bunch of gifts. If you're trying to figure out what to get your husband, boyfriend, father, brother,
Nephew.
uncle,
All
new,
of those.
new nephew, you got to make sure you check out the Manscaping Perfect Package
Yeah.
2.0. It's a perfect gift for the holiday season. Basically, this company Manscaped,
Whoop, whoop.
they got this new electronic trimmer, the Lawnmower 2.0.
Yes.
And it's got some skin-safe technology so the trimmer won't nick your nuts. You know what I mean?
Let
No
me,
nick
just let me
nuts.
tell you something, man. Richie, you ever shaved your balls?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure which way Richie was gonna go with that, but shaving your balls is it's a tedious process, but then also scary. Like I'm
It is.
tense the whole time.
Oh, I use
but-
it on my breath.
Yeah, right. It's like I hold my breath.
Yeah.
But with this, like I tried it. They sent it a couple weeks ahead, and like, bro, there's no nickage. They have guards for it. Cause like I've a couple times I didn't like clipped it, and once you clip bald skin, it's different because you have to hold it smooth. You have to make it like eggshells, and then to get over those curves.
It's like getting the bubbles out of a new product that you got the little film on.
Because that's the best way to do it. Because if you just let them hang and try to do it, you're going to nick them for sure.
It's a lot of folds. And you have to, you know.
It's like elephant knees.
You don't want to, not elephant knees.
All types of Nick Lachey's going on.
You don't want that to happen.
I've had that happen a couple times, and when you nick your balls, it like hurts and burns for a couple hours.
Yeah, it's a different type of pain for sure.
So, man, I support the Lawnmower 2.0, man, because the guards and the Nick Proof.
And it's a bunch of dudes who are against it. Y'all shave. I'm like, dude, who wants all that? What do you need all that hair down there for anyway?
I think it's considerate if you're going to, partake in certain activities with your ladies.
Yeah, exactly.
And then also, like bald hair holds funk.
It do.
It holds funk. That's why I shaved my ass one time, just to see what it was like. And like I tell you,
that's the worst visual
Number
so
two's
far.
way more smooth, dog. And I'm in and out.
Wait a minute.
In and out, man. In and out, man.
They never said they never said that you can't shave your butt.
They didn't. They didn't say that you could, but I'm just telling you what I've done in the past with mine, which is also why the Lawnmower 2.0 is so amazing, because now I don't have to use the same clippers on my balls that I do on my face.
Do you do that?
I used to.
Okay.
I wasn't buying two pair.
Wow.
But now I have the Lawnmower 2.0, and I don't have to use my goatee liner joint on my ball.
Well, you was using a goatee for that down there? Like,
I was using the same. I didn't have a specific set of clippers for that, so I was just
you were using like the edges, like
no, not T-liners, the edges, just like the travel joint, the small joint.
Okay, I thought you was
spray a little alcohol on it.
Nasty. That shit is nasty.
Be honest with your friends.
Yeah. So Manscaped. Perfect Package 2.0, and go to manscaped.com and use the code DIYS for Damn Internet You Scary to get 20% off and take care of your balls.
I'm about to get that.
Your balls will thank you.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? And we just want to say you're welcome, because we hooked you up with that flyness. Hello.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so since you guys are also creators, on the tube of you, I want to see what you guys think about this story. So a woman actually quit her job. She's she's a British woman. She quit her job so that she can start making YouTube videos, which is, that's straight.
Yeah.
But the videos were basically eating McDonald's, Pizza Hut, and Chinese takeout. She's basically intaking more than 5,500 calories. While over 40,000 people are watching. And as she's eating, she talks to the audience. This is basically explaining a mukbang. The reason why I even wrote this down as a story was just like, for me, we create things. I feel like we're creatives and we kind of have to do this to feel fulfilled, But it's like, I can never really get like ASMR and mukbang. Like, I don't think I could have a career doing that. I just don't think I would be.
First of all, what's mukbang?
Mukbang is literally setting up a camera and a mic just like this, and like you see people like eating those huge seafood boils or like all those noodles.
Yeah.
So if you're just watching them eat, that's a mukbang. If they eat like really close to the mic and you hear all the slurping, then that's considered ASMR, and that doesn't have to be eating. That's just noise, like really close noise.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, me either. I just got educated on stuff.
And it's huge.
That is.
And I know people who are just like making tons and tons of money from it, but it's just like, I don't think like what do your fans say to you? Like, man, this shit got me through a crazy time.
I mean, I guess if you love food that much, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love food, but it ain't my passion.
Yeah.
Like, I passionately love pizza, right? So unless I'm just going around the world trying different pizza, I don't think that's something that I want to do. Plus, I'm trying to lose weight, bro. So I feel like if you're doing if she sound like she's doing just fast food, I hope when she's not filming, she's working that out, or else her artists are like, oh, bitch, we gonna show you what's up.
I'm about to choke the shit out your ass.
Go ahead and go to sleep so you can never wake up again. Go ahead.
I mean, you're a health fanatic, so I'm sure that kind of made you cringe.
No, I'm not. Why do you think I'm a health fanatic? I'm not. I eat a lot of bullshit too. You know
I don't
what I
know.
mean?
The donut episode
That
of
was
Great
great taste with the high. He's like, Nah, you can taste the sugar. It was like, man, shut the fuck up and drink the juice, man.
You can't taste the sugar. What are you talking about?
This old health ass. Ricky Loco was doing 100 push-ups between every take. A great
I
take.
was not though. You guys have never seen me work out though. That's the thing. You have never seen me work out.
He was doing crip fit and doing push-ups and banging on everybody that walked in.
I was.
I think I just associate, because you went to the military too, right?
Yeah.
Anybody that's been to the military, I just kind of associate with a gym rat.
Yeah, but no, it wasn't a lot of people. It was a lot of people who avoided the gym. Like,
In the military?
Yes.
But you had to do like for drill and stuff, didn't you have to do?
No, that's the thing. There's a lot of overweight people in the military, believe it or not.
What branch were you in?
Navy.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of fat
Navy,
asses
yeah.
in the Navy and Air Force. Air Force is the most lax.
I try to be nice. He's a lot of fat
A lot
asses.
of fat asses. Air Force is super
You
lax.
just try not to say that.
They be in uniform with
Try to
just
be nice.
jeans on and then that uniform shirt. Air Force, they don't give a
Yeah,
shit
they
in Air
super lax in
Force.
the Air Force. Like they're like PT requirement, physical training requirements are like ridiculous. Like it's easy, super shit. Like
It's easy?
like, super easy. Like
Now, can you pick up a pencil?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Air Force.
how do you work out? Never. Perfect.
I have a question, and we'll get it more into this lately. But since we're since we're talking about you being in the Navy, they say that did you spend like long like times on a boat?
Yeah.
Did you see weird stuff at night?
Yes, I did, bro.
Let's talk about it.
I did. A lot of people don't like. Okay, we were off like the Gulf of Mexico. I was on the Ronald Reagan CVN 76, and it was about 2 a.m. and we're out. There's maybe about 40 people on the flight deck, right? And we look up to the sky and we see like, if it's entering the atmosphere, you maybe I don't know if it engulfs in flames kind of.
Yeah.
And it like it was coming down like this. We're like, oh, maybe it's a shooting stars. Right. We don't know. We're like, what is that? But then it goes the opposite way, and we see the flames. The first one that's coming down, the flames was in front of it. But then as it's leaving, you see the flames behind it, and it just takes off. And everybody, I'm like, what the fuck?
So it came into the atmosphere.
It came
stopped?
into the atmosphere. It went away. It stopped. We like, where'd it go? And then we see it leaving the atmosphere. And I'm
like, are you sure this is it? Yeah, just keep going straight. Fuck, we're supposed to make a left at Saturn. Like, fuck.
They say your goddamn eye maps. I'm so sick of eye maps.
They
It's
saw us and
bullshit.
said no.
That's exactly,
All the
bro.
rumors were true.
I swear to you,
This place is trash.
And it was 40 of us. It was like 40 people on flight that we all look at each other like, what the was that? And everyone's like, I don't know. And we try to tell everyone else on the ship, and they're like, oh, y'all crazy, y'all making this shit up. I'm like, oh God, why we make this up?
Sees things the most.
It has to. We have to because we're out in the middle of nowhere and
Where you would do that type of shit.
Exactly. That's where I would do the shit at. That's I'm gonna do all. That's why I'm gonna dump all my alien waste over into the ocean. I'm like,
They just coming to Earth just to empty the toilets.
right. All that trash in the ocean isn't because of us.
They pulled up, saw niggas fighting over the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
They like the fucking ghetto.
This was an advanced alien race.
There's got to be rumors about
So
it.
40 y'all just on the flight deck, was it on the set where you were putting people on?
Yeah, I joined the Navy to recruit Crips.
The most blew I've ever been around.
Right. I joined the Navy to recruit some Crips. It was. The sky was blue. The ocean
Hey,
was
what's up, my
blue.
nigga? Y'all out here in the water and shit?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, blue skies, blue water, blue uniform, sign me up, cuz.
How long were you in the Navy?
4 years.
And was that like one of the main things that you saw? Or did you see stuff all the time?
That was like the biggest thing I saw, honestly. I wish I could tell you I saw more, but that was enough.
I mean, flame boost, like rocket boost, it's pretty.
Yeah, it was
pretty
huge.
crazy.
And to be able to
huge.
change direction like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's not something that human aircraft can do. We don't
Yeah.
have that technology.
Exactly.
To turn on a dime and switch another direction? No.
It was crazy. I was like, what?
Sheesh, and it was close enough to the point where you guys probably would have been warned if it was y'all, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Told
definitely
about it.
would have been. Yeah, like, I mean, and from the towers, radar, they didn't pick up none of that. So I'm like, dude, I don't know what the.
So yeah, this YouTuber quits to fulfill, I guess, a dream of mukbanging on YouTube. And I appreciate the ambition, but I'm just worried because this don't seem healthy.
No, it definitely don't. And the most crazy thing about it is that she quit her job. That means she no longer has health insurance. So when them arteries do get clogged up,
damn.
and that cholesterol rises, that blood pressure rises, I don't know what you gonna do. They only give out so much at Planned Parenthood.
They're like, your new job is eating McDonald's. Okay, we have people here.
Give her some Advil, send her home.
Yeah.
There's one video going around on the internet that I wanted to talk about. This is more of a downer, but I was just like, oh, are we really here now? So there was a video that surfaced of the memorial for Emmett Till. Emmett Till was the black kid who was killed by those white guys that basically started the entire civil rights movement. His memorial is defaced so much for some reason. It's shot up, all that stuff, that not only is the memorial bulletproof now, but there's an alarm. So there's literally a video of just like casually like these white supremacists meeting up. They're just like, we're here at Emmett Till's thing. And then literally like an alarm has to break out, and then people are just start scattering, and it's just like, this is a gravesite. Like
what type of losers do you have to
Losers.
be? Like, losers. Like, man, like they're the most weird. How do you give so much energy to people that's not worried about your funky dog ass? Like,
it's the N word. It's, you're not supposed to do it, but I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah,
that's literally
it's
the visual representation of that. Because it's like, it's no reason like to try to deface it. Like, it's already been proven that he was wrongfully killed. It was already proven that it was racially motivated. So what point do you have to prove at this point?
I don't know.
Ignorance, shit.
It's sheer ignorance. That's all it is.
It's ridiculous, man.
Because I mean, they weren't recording it themselves.
No.
But the turnout was trash. Like, it was, so it's like, what? I just don't get it. And it's like videos like this that keep popping up just let me know that like racists have so much free time.
They do.
I don't understand it. Like, between all this and like all those people calling the police and stuff, it's like niggas just be hanging out to be racist.
Right. They just had nothing better to do with themselves.
That lets you know like the different mindset that you are able to just plan something like that, show up to something like that. Like, I'm thinking every day about these bills that got to get paid. I ain't got time to focus on being racist or focus on a specific group that I don't like, because I got shit to do, bro. Like, I got kids and feed the family. All this, like, I don't have time to be.
They need shit to do. All these people calling the police, trying to block the door. Not one of them is ever just like, you lucky I got some shit. Next time. They always stick around. It's like, this is a 15-minute video.
We probably gonna find an old girl actually and quit her drive to try food. She actually like calling somebody too, and they fired her ass. She came to work 3 hours late. Like, she might be Barbecue Becky 2.0. So she might miss a lot of work because she's stopping people. And she's like, well, I'm just gonna eat fast food.
I'm gonna just do this.
I'm gonna do this then. I can stop people and eat this fucking taco.
Oh man,
yeah, that could be it.
Oh, this is very important. Speaking of eating suspect stuff, a couple episodes ago, we talked about airlines. Remember? That there was a stewardess that came out saying that the water filters on planes are kind of gross. It's actually just been ruled. It says water on most U.S. airlines ruled unsafe and contaminated. Health experts advise against drinking water, coffee, tea, and even washing your hands on a flight. How bad is it? It's like, don't drink it, but also don't even like try to clean yourself.
Don't look at that shit too long.
They're using the same water irrigation system that, like, you be driving and you see like plants getting water, but like, do not drink this water.
That's using the same. They fill that from that. They're using rainwater. They're probably using rainwater.
Well, they probably never change it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just the same water, so they never drain it. They never pull a plug. They just like, oh, okay, they use this much water. Let's just fill up some more water.
That's what I'm saying. They open up the cockpit and they fly through clouds and they just
get the moisture from
all the rain from dark clouds and shit.
I hit this cloud. I just saw somebody hit the bathroom.
we got to refill.
We're having some turbulence. It's just collecting cloud water.
Safety, please. Safety,
bro. That's it.
Flight attendants, take your seats.
But as much as they charge you for baggage fees and tickets and all that, like, you can't give me some clean water, airline?
That's what I'm saying.
I think they know. That's why they give you the bottled water when you drink it. When you're going through the thing, like, they don't have like a picture of one airline did.
They give you bottled,
but it might have been.
Harris Spirit comes with a water hose.
No, they have like
turns it off. All right, get some. All right, that's enough.
They got a wheel. It's just got a man-made wheel. They gotta crank it up.
You just spit water into your mouth.
Wiping that brow, just squeezing it in your chest.
Hey, real quick though, that water hole taste was undefeated. That green water hole taste
good.
as a kid, like you didn't.
It was so cold.
It was pretty good. It was always
running down your face.
Every now and then you'd get a hose that had like warm water, and you're like, "Where'd I do this at?" Is it jacuzzi water?
Hooked to somebody's waterbed.
Ew! I don't know why that's gross. It's just gross.
Because that water never gets changed.
I'm telling you.
You never change the water in the waterbed unless it was a leak and you had to like drain
Why
it.
would you change it?
But I'm just saying, like, that water's there for
2
years. That water done turned hard. It felt like a ceiling mattress after like 3 years. My stepdad had a water mattress, man. I remember he had to run the hose from outside through his window to fill that bad boy up.
Man. Yeah, waterbeds was not it. I didn't like waterbeds at all.
Me neither.
They weren't really comfortable.
And with the smashing, dog, it's like you getting pushed back with it.
It's
so
a lot of work.
Rhythm
I've never done that. I've never had sex on
It's
one.
a lot of work.
I definitely did. There's a lot of pushback on the
I would
water
feel
bed.
like that's kind of like having sex in a car bed. It's like, aren't you too old for this? Can I get the ID one more time? On a waterbed with frozen sheets.
the worst, dog. Every waterbed was just the worst, man. Heavy, you can't find nothing to get under. Yeah, it's just the worst.
I didn't like waterbeds at all.
Yeah. They take up a whole room, dude.
I never had one. All right, so now we come to the final segment, which is, I realize I've been editing a lot of videos. I do this a lot when I start about new stuff. I'm just
It's
like,
the same thing with Kim.
Kim,
Whenever Kim starts the video, he always does this little two-step. He be like, all right, so
yeah.
Kim
He
always does that. Like he always
oh
steps in,
wow,
like,
he sure does.
yeah, all the time. He be like, psychopath.
It's like, at least it's like a stance. It's better than like, okay. I'm like an anime character. Like, okay, next on the list. This is the conspiracy corner. We're going to do Black-Eyed, the mystery of the Black-Eyed Kids. So basically, there is just like the trolls, Bigfoot, all these like urban legends. One that kind of like flows under the radar is they're called BEKs, Black-Eyed Kids or Black-Eyed Children. And they're like these odd looking kids that range from 5 years old to their late teens. And they have completely black orbs for eyes. They're just completely blacked out. And for some reason, they keep pressing people. Like they'll walk up to people and usually outside their house or in their car or something. And they have to be invited in. So they kind of just like ask like, let me in or let me use your phone or something like that. But once they get you, they get you. I don't know if you guys have ever seen images like this.
Oh, yeah, I've definitely seen those type of images. I just thought those were like ghosts and stuff.
You would think so, right? But
Yeah,
apparently they have a
demons.
whole thing going on their own. And there's a couple of people who said that they... I read a bunch of stories on them. They're pretty freaky, but for the most part, there's a couple stories that sort of stood out. So pretty much there's this guy who was kind of like sitting in his car on a lonely remote road in Utah, which is never a good idea.
That's the first problem. You deserve everything that came to you for sitting on that road in Utah.
But he basically said that a boy and a girl materialized out of the night and approached his vehicle. At first he was worried that they were lost because it was the middle of nowhere. And he rolled his window down to get a look. And they basically said he was thinking they would ask for help. But when they walked up, he got completely freaked out, and he said that they were wearing very old-fashioned clothes. He wasn't really sure what era they were from, and they were remarkably pale.
I wish they would have beat his ass.
Like the kids?
I wish they would have beat his ass because for him to say they materialized out of thin air means that he sat there in his car and watched them
Watch them walk up.
Right.
come to from nothing, right?
Or just like walking out of the dark, you know?
Okay, it could be that. If it's that, then that's acceptable. But if he just saw them like transport, like,
Because it's also, he said a lonely road in Utah. I picture pitch black, like
Yeah.
not even street signs or street lights.
But how do you know they were extremely pale then if it was pitch black?
once they get up on the car, I guess if the headlights are on,
Oh,
because if you see somebody, if you're on the road at night on the back road, and you see somebody off in the distance walking, I'm gonna hit the lights on them, right? But let me tell you this: if I see two kids walking on a back road in Utah in the middle of the night, guess what I'm not gonna do? Talk to these kids. I'll hit them. I hit them with my car.
He said that there was moonlight. Apparently, I guess the moon was shining, and he said that they almost glowed from the moonlight. And they had odd-looking bowl-style haircuts, which is interesting. We talked about that, how white supremacy just accepted bowl cuts as a symbol. I don't know what it is with bowl cuts. But he asked if they were in need of assistance, and the little boy said, yes, please. Then they started walking towards them, and that's when he noticed that they had black eyes, almost like a shark, like how a shark has eyes. And basically, when you see them, you get this feeling that goes throughout, this feeling of dread that spreads throughout your whole body, and he couldn't move anymore. So the boy said that they were out lost and they needed help, and he wanted a ride. He wanted him to open the car door, because I guess they can't open doors. They said, open the door, so give us a ride to the nearest town. But he was so scared that he was like trying to get out of there, but he couldn't move, and he was just paralyzed. He was trying to like roll up the window. He just couldn't really move, and I guess they were just staring at him. You can see he was kind of putting his hand on the window. He basically was overall. They couldn't get to him, but something happened where a piece of his clothing fell outside the window, and they grabbed it and was like basically trying to pull him, and he drove off, and the kid appeared again over the this is the funny part. The kid appeared again in front of his car, and he said he didn't give a damn. He basically
he hit his ass.
He basically hit the kid.
Finally, he wakes up.
And he basically said that he just like kind of like flopped off the side of it, and then as he was driving, the kid like got up. So he low-key told the story. I would have left that part out low-key. Right. But he basically hit the kid with his car. And there's just been like other times where people will see him smile, and they just have like metal gleaming teeth, almost like a grill. One guy said that he basically walked. He was walking home one day, and he saw these kids like knocking on the door of his neighbor, and they were like asking to use the phone, and then they looked at him, and he was like, oh shit, and then he started noticing they were following him, and so he went to this liquor store, and they were basically just like outside the door for hours trying to like figure out how to get in, and him and the cashier escaped out the back. The kids were there, just talking like, can I use your phone, or can you take me to your house? And he ended up running home, and they were basically following him outside his window every night. And then he went back to that liquor store, and the liquor store owner moved.
Damn.
Yeah, so there's like a couple of reports of just these like creepy, dusty ass kids with no eyes.
These little EBT kids.
Let me tell you something. If I'm ever a kid lost anywhere, I see somebody that looks like they can help me, I'm not walking up to them. I'm running up to them. Right. So if you walk up to me, you talking about I'm lost, help me.
No urgency.
No urgency. I'm not trusting it.
And there are like a lot of codes, like. Am I wrong? Like in Utah and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Don't they have like?
Oh yeah, because that could have just been somebody on some
like
shit.
Some cult type shit. Yeah, because I'm first of all, you're not gonna catch me in Utah ever.
No.
You know
on a lonely road.
I can be called the N-word here in LA. No need for me to go to Utah for that. Secondly, on a lonely road, like what was his car broke down? Like he just like let me stop.
He literally said I was just chilling.
I was just chilling. He was asking for it. He was asking for it.
No disrespect. That's some white people stuff. Yeah. I don't chill on public roads. Like I've been driving and got sleepy, and I pulled into a Starbucks and took a nap on the parking lot. But I'm not just gonna pull over on nobody's block that I'm not familiar with this neighborhood. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let alone a dark road in Utah.
Like, why are you in Utah in 2019?
I bet even the scary kids ain't black because they just like I'm not even gonna I'm not going on out here.
Even the kids.
You want to do what?
Black ghost like that's where I got killed. You think I'm going back there? Nah, I'm not hunting nobody.
Black people, we scary as shit. Shit like this will scare most black. Ooh shit. So black ghosts is probably still scared. Ooh shit.
And now this just pushed my camping trip back further. You're like, I was gonna go camping in 2045. Now I'm gonna have to push it back to 2050 because I can't do it, fam.
Yeah. It's crazy. One guy even said that when he refused, he was also approached in his car. They ripped the car door off, like dragged him out. He pulled out a knife, and he basically said that he stabbed randomly and connected. And then he looked to see what he hit, and the kid was just looking at him with black beady eyes. And then he hit him with the knife again, and there was no reaction. They were just staring at each other as if it was no big deal. He said that the other kids were just kind of looking like he didn't just get stabbed. And he said that the only thing that the kid said was, maybe next time. And then he just let him go, and they all walked away into the darkness. And he was just
maybe they feed off of fear, and the fact that he was willing to protect himself was like, oh, he's not a.
Well, what I think is like, because all of these stories of like them not being able to go through a door, or them saying like, invite me in your house, or let me use your phone, they can't do anything
without your permission.
Yeah, it's on some weird like.
That's a vampire rule.
Yeah, but they pulled his door off and drug his ass about the car.
That's strong.
Like,
that's
right?
a strong ghost right there.
What is that about? I didn't actually.
He said he made the mistake of opening up his door a crack to step out and chase them off. But then that's when they tore the door off. So I guess all you got to do is a little.
What do ghosts be doing when they not hunting people? Like, do they just be chilling in purgatory, just like kicked up?
I feel like they be just crying. You know those sad ass stories? It's like, if you go out there at 3 a.m., you could still hear her wailing for her lost life. Like, that's sad as hell.
The return.
Because they don't know we coming. We're going. So that she just do that every night. She's just out there. It's 3 a.m. I'm going on.
So do you guys believe in ghosts?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I definitely believe in ghosts.
I caught a ghost on camera the other day.
I want to see.
You say what now?
I was doing like a Halloween special for my podcast.
Whoa. Was that here or at the studio?
No, I was at the studio. This place is straight.
Whew. Because everywhere Pat go, he be having encounters with ghosts. I'm like, bro, we gotta start doing the podcast in the church.
I was doing the podcast and I noticed that you know those cats that do this. Mm-hmm. Those like lucky cats. Yeah. I had one on my on the desk. And I was like trying to do the podcast, and I just heard tick, 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 and it was like really, really going. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, oh, that's scary. So I pulled my phone out to like record it, and it was still going. But not only that, I caught it like when it was it would stop, and then like it would be completely still, and then on camera it would start going again. And it just kept doing that the whole time. And I was doing scary stories and stuff like that. But it was just like varying in like I started playing with it.
The ghost was standing behind him. Oh shit, can he see us? Stop the cat. It's like, wait, am I still invisible? But there's no way he can see us.
I kind of grew up with that kind of shit though. That shit always happened in that house too. So it was
interesting. Oh wait, the studio is at the old house?
Mm-hmm. The studio is basically attached to the colonial house that everything happened at. Almost everything. There was like 3 houses. Yeah. That was like the most.
Yeah, they following you, bruh. You might need to like. Now I understand why you wear so many beads. You trying to get that bad juju.
I'm running.
You got a whole bead full of garlic cloves.
I'm like, yeah, this is just fashion. I'm just
fucking spirit junkie. Oh my god, bro. That shit ain't safe, man. Fuck you doing, bro? When did it start for you? When you start seeing like
middle school. Yeah, a minute ago. Like stuff started happening to me and then my siblings and then eventually my parents, so they couldn't deny it anymore. And then I was like, oh.
That's good, man.
It wasn't just me.
To see it too.
It wasn't just shit.
You ain't crazy.
They in the bedroom talking like, we gotta get rid of this fucking kid, man. Everybody in the family's doing it right for fucking pageant, man.
Here I go again.
It's always the youngest one, man. Just get rid of this motherfucker. Don't you say you was on birth control anyway?
Y'all kids that never said some weird stuff like, Johnny watches me at night, or like, there's a little girl with no mouth.
My daughter would be out of my house so fucking fast. I'm like, they won't hurt. They ain't cut the eye rule. They won't hurt.
I believe my daughter did when she was younger. She said she had a friend and like she drew, but I thought she was using her imagination.
What'd she draw?
Just like this little kid that was with her, like in the house. So I was just like, she gotta help.
Let's explore that. That sounds like So did he have a name?
No, I think it was a girl. And I don't remember the name. And this happened literally. This was like one day she just came downstairs. So that's why she never said nothing else about this child again. So
really,
maybe it was just like she got bored and like, cause her brother would go to school and it would just be me and her because I was working nights. So I'm like, maybe it's just somebody she decided to play with or made up. So I don't know.
So made her up that day, drew him, then you never heard about it again.
That ghost thought your daughter was boring. Hey, you want to do a poltergeist ritual? She's like, nah, I'm just keep pressing that.
That ghost I thought my daughter was bossy as hell. Like she ran the ghost. My daughter can't be bossy. So he probably like, you know what? Fuck, this
Walk
ain't
through the
gonna
wall
work.
again. I'm tired of walking through these damn walls.
You got games on your phone?
Yeah, that's not what it was. My daughter's very bossy. He's like, I ain't got time for this shit. I'd rather go to hell.
That's funny. I thought of a ghost getting fed up with a kid because they bossy.
I'd rather go to hell.
I'd rather go to hell.
Your daughter's just talking about it too. That's what you wore?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
when you died?
That's what my daughter. I believe it or not, she probably ran the ghost off. Anybody run the ghost off, it'd be my daughter. It'd be my daughter.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
This was the fashion back then. That's bullshit.
That's cool. Right. You have any Oshkosh for guys?
That old bullshit ass bowl cut, fam. Oh, bullshit ass bowl
Black
cut.
Eyed Kids.
Yeah, you came in with that shit. You thought that shit was hot?
They're just like,
Oh my
sheesh.
God.
That's a tough crowd. I gotta go.
So crap.
I gotta go. I'd rather go to hell.
Well, as always, this has been a great episode of Damn Internet, You Scary. I'd love to thank our special guest.
Yeah.
Special. Yeah.
Richie Loco.
Richie Loco.
Richie, you got anything coming up that you want to shout out?
No, man. I just want to advise all of you to keep following your dreams. That's it. That's it. That's all I want to say, man.
That's a reform crib for you right there, my boy. I want to give a special shout out to all our Patreon subscribers, man. Thank y'all so much for continued support. Told you we was working some great things. We posted a new show in our Patreons. They got it first. So let us know what you think about that, man. If y'all feeling that, we're going to make some more episodes. We're going to try to pitch it. But if y'all rocking with that, please let us know. Put your comments where any additions you think we should try, stuff like that. Put it in there, and make sure you subscribe to become a Patreon subscriber because you'll get that new content first. They had it for like a week before we put it out in front of everybody, but it's because they support us, and without their support, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So thank you so much for your support, and if you want to support, go ahead and check out our Patreon, man. Sign up for that thing.
Support. All right, for sure. And as always, I've been Patrick Cloud.
And I'm Tahir Moore. We'll see you next time.
All right, then.